Hello and welcome to Witch Moon Magical Arts. My name is Lisa. Today I'd like to begin by creating a little sacred space to do this reading in. I'm going to invite the God and Goddess to be with us. I'm going to invite our guides, teachers, our ancestors, those spirits in the unseen world that can help us interpret these cards, interpret the vision, and bring some understanding into our path forward. Okay. Now, what we're going to do today is a reading for Taurus for the month of December. And I'm using a new deck this time. I'm using Deborah Blake's Everyday Witch Tarot. I love this deck. I've just discovered it, and I really have resonated with the artwork, the meanings, the everything about it just resonates with me, just sparks something inside of me. So I'm using those a lot lately. So what we're doing is going to shuffle the cards and get a message for Taurus for the month of December. What kind of messages are here for Taurus in December? Oops, got a little caught up there. There we go. Okay, one more time. Messages for Taurus in December. Okay, we'll cut the cards. And what I'll do is a Celtic cross layout. I'll lay all the cards out and then we'll go through them together and I'll kind of tie it all in together. The first cup, or the first card, is the Tower. Then we've got Two of Swords, Two of Pentacles, the Devil, Knight of Wands, the Lovers, the Moon, Six of Swords, Five of Cups, and ending with Three of Cups. Nice one. Okay, so what I'm seeing is that there is a major change happening in your life right now through this Tower card. In the position it's in, it's showing that this is the situation, or what you're thinking about right now, what you're going through, is some kind of major karmic change. It's something that is kind of followed you all your life, and you're now in the midst of going through that, working your way through that. The cross card, or the challenge, is Two of Swords, and this is all about decision making. It's about feeling that you don't have control. She's blindfolded. She could take the blindfold off if she wanted to, but she's feeling like she isn't able to do that, and she has a decision to make, and she's just having the swords are all about intellect, and they're an air sign, so it's about intellect and decision making and clear thought and focus. And she is feeling the inability to do that now, the inability to make this decision. Now, there's another two, the Two of Pentacles. Twos are also about balance. The Two of Swords is kind of being out of balance. And the Two of Pentacles is about being in balance, being able to balance your physical world. Pentacles are about money and the physical world and abundance. And so you're actually able to balance all of these things. And in this position, it's kind of overriding, overshadowing the whole reading. The whole situation is kind of using the energy of being able to balance your world, your physical world. It's health, it's finances, it's uh, creating abundance. All of that you're learning how to bring into balance right now. Now, the Devil card is all about temptation. In the picture, you've got the character back here who is representing the devil, and then the two people. Again, whenever you have twos, it's decision making. So they're deciding what way to go. He's offering, different things to them, and they're deciding whether they want to take the high road or the not so high road. So it doesn't really have to do with Satan or anything like that. That doesn't even come into play here. That's a construct that I don't abide by. So this is all about temptation, choosing the right path. This is what this is about. It's about choosing the right path for your going forward, for your world, for your karmic path that you're on from this Tower card. You're coming out of a time of creative energy. The Knights always represent fast-moving energy, so you're coming out of a time of a lot of creativity. And Knights are also, there's a hierarchy. So the Knights are not quite as masterful as the Kings. So he's not quite there yet, but he's learning how to be in control of that energy. So you're still learning, but you do have a lot of creative energy that you're coming out of. And you're going into the Lovers card. This will be recent, or the upcoming near future. And the Lovers represent another card with two people here, two cats, two people. And it's about, again, making decisions. It's a lot like the Devil card, where you're tempted by certain things, and you have to decide what is the right path for you, and what is the right decision for you in this karmic path that you're on. Again, the Tower is all about this. It's a really strong, important karmic path you're going through right now. And the Lovers is also about relationships. I read I have another deck where it's called The Art and Craft of Relationships, and to me that explains it. It's a work in progress. Relationships are not just something cut and dried. You always are working on them. You're always finessing them and working with the other person, learning to give, learning to receive. It's a very complicated card in a way, because you're learning to balance, again, lots of twos and balancing. You're learning to balance yourself in a relationship. And it could be a personal, like a lover, a spouse. It could be a work relationship. It could be a friend relationship. This is about all kinds of relationships. Now this other card down here, we've got the Moon. And this indicates what you see yourself as. And the moon represents a lot of mysterious energy. In some ways it can be about illusion, because it is in the dark. This cat is seeing his reflection in the pond, and it's not quite what he is, so he's seeing it differently, but he's still there. It's a very powerful card in that it's also about decision making, because the parallels between him and his reflection. So you've got a lot of decision making energy here, needing to make a decision, learning how to balance things. And this card is showing that there can be some kind of illusion around it as well. You'll need to find that kind of core strength. I'm trying to find the card here, and I'm not seeing what I was hoping I'd see. We'll see what's under here, but it's all about being authentic, and that's the key. Finding your authentic self in the solutional kind of dreamy world of the moon. Now, the Six of Swords represents that others are seeing you as going on some kind of a new path. You've got people with you that are, they could be guiding you, they could just be companions along the way, but you're not alone in this journey, but you are moving to a different place, and people around you are seeing that you are moving in a different direction right now. You may be coming out of a bad situation, and because it's in the dead of night, again with the moon, and you're moving forward into this new situation. This card also shows the wind sweeping up around you, and that means it's kind of a fast-paced energy happening right now. It's a fast-paced direction that that people see you taking. Now this card, Five of Cups, it kind of ties into the Six of Swords, where this one you're moving out of a bad situation, and this is about grieving a loss. There's some kind of loss around you, but in the picture she's got the three spilled cups, but she's got two full cups behind her, so she's not emotionally empty or completely drained. She just doesn't see it. All she can see is what she's lost and not what she still has. So that's kind of the crux of it, that you have to realize that there are losses, but there are also gains or things that you still have, and that's what the Three of Cups represents. This kind of, they go hand in hand. She's grieving, but she still has emotional strength to work from, and this is all about strength and celebration and being able to celebrate an accomplishment. Three of Cups shows three women dancing under the moonlight with cups raised, and it's a celebration between three people usually. It could be work related, it could be any kind of relationship, like the Lovers are showing you. You've got lots of relationships you're coming into, and this is showing me that there's going to be a celebration, a recognition of your accomplishments and your emotional abundance. Cups always represent emotions and feelings, and bringing that into your world. And I'm seeing that there's a lot of decisions that have to be made. There's temptations coming up. There's balancing your finances and balancing your relationships, but there's going to be happiness and celebration at the end. I often like to look at the bottom card just to see kind of an underlying energy under the whole situation, and I have the Hierophant. Now the Hierophant is the teacher, And in this case, it's a woman, and it's about teaching, it's about traditions and carrying on a sacred knowledge to other people. She's teaching these people how to do these positions, these mudras with her hands, and she's the holder of that knowledge and is imbibing it and imbibing it into these youngsters that are coming up behind her. What I'd like to do is pull out a couple more cards and see, because decision making is a really big aspect in this reading. Decision making and balance, and I'd like to get a little bit more clarification about that. What kind of decision are we having to concentrate on and focus on? What kind of decision, what kind of balance do we need to bring in order to get that Three of Cups, that celebration? So let's see what other cards will come up with. The Hermit, Eight of Wands, Seven of Pentacles. So this one is showing me, the Hermit is showing me that you're going to be doing an, or you have done, I think you're actually coming out of this inward journey that you've been on, this introspection that you've been going through lately. You're coming out of that. You've got a lot of energy. The Eight of Wands represents a lot of creative energy, and it's very fast moving. You've got the fast moving wind over in this card, and this one just shows that there's a lot of fast moving energy, and this is the card. This is the one that is showing me, in order to make these decisions you need to step back and assess what you've done so far. Seven of Pentacles is about having tended this garden, and it's coming into fruition, but you're not quite there yet. You're taking a step back, seeing what needs to be done to continue on. So this is kind of a pause. You've got a lot of energy moving forward, but you're also needing to pause for the moment in order to make these decisions. You've got all of these twos, you know, two people in the cards, or two pentacles and two swords, and even the moon represents two decisions having to be made. So you're needing to assess what you need to do in order to make those decisions, and realize this is important. This is a karmic path. This is a karmic journey that you're on. And in order to do that, you'll need to stop and assess, but make the decision, move forward in strength, and make that decision that will propel you forward to this celebration that comes afterwards. Thank you for joining me today. I hope this resonated with some of you. If it did, please like and subscribe to my channel, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.